Hey y'all. Okay, get in here, get in here, get in here, please. Listen, listen. So look, this what had happened. So I was on my way in here to y'all. Hey, that's Bianca. Girl, I was looking for you. I was looking for you. I had tried to call you and couldn't catch you. I'm like, dang, where's B? I'm so glad to see you, Bianca the Beautiful. It's in the chat. Okay, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Happy Wednesday to everybody. So look. Y'all, I set this live up because we got to go live because there is gossip in the mix and we can't skip it. How about as soon as I set the live up, then Xfinity want to pull, they working on something, outage, whatever, or to be out for 2 hours. I say this gossip ain't waiting for 2 hours. We coming in here right now, and the gossip we finna talk about. Yes, we are, baby. The mama's mess. I told y'all the mama's mess was the real gossip. And once I got the dirt on the mama's mess, then the daughter's mess started to make a whole lot more sense. And by the mamas and the daughters, I do mean Shamia and Porsha, vis-a-vis Diane and Sarah. So we're gonna get into that. Oh, y'all, excuse me. I was not ready to go live, but when the mess came, it just kind of came. And so what else is we gonna do? What else are we going to do but talk about it? I promise you that's what we're gonna do. So let me greet who's here. Happy to be happy. Hey girl. She is like number 1. So glad to see you. All right. Cree B is in the house. All right, all right. Good to see you, sis. Hey Zane, how you doing? Yep, it's been a minute, but we back though. We was here Sunday. We back Wednesday. We back. Okay, Trina Taylor is here. Hey, girl, happy hump day. Thank you so much for being like number 5. I appreciate you. Lulu's little girl is here. That's my girl. She number 6. Magaline Lamar is like number 2. I appreciate you, sis. Bianca the Beautiful is back and running the chat, keeping everybody safe. Thank you, gorgeous. Happy Wednesday. Oh, corporate is there. You're going to be in the bushes. I can dig it. All right, Quiet Storm 87. The baddest new mama on the block. All right. She's asking y'all to please hit the like button and get ready for that like lottery. Keep your like number. Okay. It's gonna be a few extra steps to get it done, but please keep your like number. If y'all got the likes up where they're supposed to be, we're gonna play the thing that we like to play. Miss Nisi is here. She is like number 11. Hey girl, Aries Diva. How you doing? Good to see you. Renee Six in the house. Hey girl. Hey now, hey, Kelly Dream is 13. What's going down? Um, my Cash App is it showing on the screen? I think it is. If not, I can put it in the chat. Oh, I forgot to put my banner up. Thank you. See, this is why you need your sisters, because without your sisters, you're in trouble. The Cash App is not scrolling on the banner, sis. I'm sorry. I was so busy coming in here to tell other people business that I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. There it go. There it goes, sis. There it go. Thank you for tugging my coat because I was all out of line. I was all out of line. So I got my Pellegrino and we ready to gossip today. We ready. We ready. Okay. R.I.P. to that young man. All right, all right. Philly Joint is number 19. Hey, sis. How you doing? How you doing? Lisa Gordon is number 22. Hey, girl. All right. Send the info. You see the email and all my IG information. Send it anyway, Philly Joint. If you think you got something, because you may send it. Because even if I don't see the evidence on your stuff, if I can track it down, then we can talk about it. So send it anyway. Even if you think that what you got ain't 100%, send it on the premise that it's gossip. And then if I can find anything on it, I'll dig it up. Because I'm good at digging. I will dig it up. If it's there, I'll find it. And then I'm going to let them know, you were the one that put me on to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how they go. D. Seratinas, hey girl, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. All right, all right. My peanut is here and she is like number 23. Thank you. Nina GZ is 22. What up, boo? All right, all right. So listen, y'all know how this thing go. Okay, y'all know how it goes. So one, let me ask y'all this because this is some new feature and I don't know whether y'all want to do that or not, but they have it where um they can put y'all's comments right on the screen. If y'all are cool with that and you want the comments on the screen, let me know and I'll leave them there. If y'all do not want your comments just scrolling on the screen like that, if it's distracting in any way or something, please let me know and I will move it. Okay. Sabra, thank you for being like number 21. Yeah, let me know if it's distracting for y'all or it's weird, and I will definitely take it down. Okay. Because they're always trying to come up with new stuff. I'm not usually a fan of the new stuff. Some of the new stuff to me is weird and problematic. Oh, Latasha, thank you so much for the Cash App, sis. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. That's what's up. So look, Belicious is number 26. Hey, sis. So look, real quick, you say either is fine for you, Nina? Okay. Well, if at any point it becomes irritating, you guys, because it is this new thing that they're doing, let me know and I will make it stop. Let me know and I will definitely make it stop. Because y'all, we here to gossip and chill and not be aggravated. So anything new they come up with, like if y'all want to participate, let me know. Or if it's something new that they do that bugs you, let me know. Peanut said it don't make a difference for her either. So we'll let it run for now. We're going to let it run for now. So real quick, housekeeping, y'all know how it go. Hit the like button, put your like number in the chat. Don't forget your engagement button on your bottom right-hand side, the circle with the heart emoji. Tap it and send up bubbles. Hit an emoji, it'll send up bubbles. Y'all know I love bubbles. Help a girl out with the bubbles. Hey, Nina Ross, Miss Malaysia World. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being like number 30. Adrienne Marie is here, and she's like number 26. I thank you. All right, all right. So dig it, right? Like number in the chat, picture like number, send up the bubbles, greet people in the chat, participate in the chat. Even if y'all crazy, I don't mind. I love your version of crazy. Hope y'all like my version of crazy. Because we got to get into some mess today, honey. We got to get into some mess today. So please help yourself, entertain each other, greet each other, be kind. Remember, everybody has favorites or has the potential to have favorites. So if somebody's favorite is not your favorite, that's cool. No arguing or bickering in my chat. Let's not disrespect each other. We're here to drag these heifers and not each other. And keep in mind, if you do feel the unadulterated need to curse, I'm okay with that. I just ask that you please, for the love of all that is holy, misspell your curse words in my chat, please, and thank you. All right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, Latasha is Renee. All right. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Renee. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say your name if I wasn't supposed to say your name, sis. I'm sorry if I did wrong. I didn't mean to. I promise you I didn't. I love you and thank you again for the Cash App. I appreciate the support. That's my first support of the whole day, you guys. So y'all thank Renee in the chat. Please thank Renee in the chat. Thank you, Renee. Zelene said I like to read comments just in case I have to leave and come back and watch the replay. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice. All right, Ishelle, thank you for being like number 31, girl. So look, let's get into this thing. Oh, P.S. If this is your first time here, please let us know in the chat by saying first time or FTL for first time live so we can welcome you personally and individually because we are happy to have you here. Okay? All right. Now let's get into it. Dig. So I was minding my Black business and beginning my work for the day. Now, those of y'all who in Discord, y'all know what I be doing. I be in here whipping up all sorts of bippity boppity boo with my needle and thread, with the beads, with the tool, with the, boning, with all sorts of fashion elements, making people gorgeous because I am the fairy glam mother. However, in the middle of me minding my Black business and just letting different videos play so I can hear what the hell is going on. Y'all know the kind of stuff I be watching. You know, if it's not one of my Nollywood movies, it's one of the Chinese dramas. Now I done got into them are the HOA, the Karen videos and stuff to see what people be doing to each other in these little weird neighborhoods. And I let it play. And sometimes I even let the carpet cleaning play. Well, today, while I was minding my Black business and I was letting the videos play, House of Aaron came up. Yeah, that House of Aaron. Y'all know House of Aaron. Our little nephew got his channel. You know, he used to wear them sweaters. Now he wear different stuff. But I love House of Aaron. He's so sweet. Well, the baby was on there and he was gossiping. Yes, he was. And he happened while he was gossiping to let us know that he heard something circulating out there in Atlanta. Now we got theories on who told him what they told him. Okay. But he heard the dirt on Shamea's mama and Porsha mama. Okay. Thank you, Trina Taylor. I appreciate it. Yeah, I be in here hustling. Honey. Lady Blue, thank you for being like number 35. Okay. Oh, thank you, Renee. Renee is so sweet. I love her for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. Yeah, Aaron was out here getting his gossip on. I love little Aaron. He's just so sweet. He's and such a cute, such a cute young man. Just as cute as he can be, as sweet as he can be. And I like his platform and I like what he does. Hey, Aries son, thank you for being number 37. Oh, this what you wanted to send. Oh, okay. Ain't no problem, baby. Because we own it. So now listen. I was listening to what he was saying. He had heard that the people had done told it. Now, this is hearsay. I heard that, he heard somebody came and told him. And apparently they told him something else. And I want to get into that, but he wouldn't tell the whole thing, so ain't no point in me even mentioning it. Well, I'm probably going to mention it anyway because y'all know I can't keep my mouth shut. Y'all know that. I don't even feel bad about that. Should I feel bad because I have a big mouth? No. I shouldn't feel bad about that because, if I didn't have a big mouth, then I wouldn't be on here telling y'all these people's business. And definitely going to do that. Hold on. Did Xfinity like tap in? Did they fix their issue? Because if so, then I can switch back to my laptop. That would be great. Be aware. Hold on. Is it fixed? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So this is more comfortable. But if I have to switch back to the other device, I will. So be advised, if I have to switch back, then I'm just going to switch back. But this is a lot more comfortable. I got both my hands. So look. Hey, Pisces B. What's going down? All right. So look. He had, I love you back. I love you back. Renee is a sweetheart. So look. So he got gossip on the mama. Somebody came and told him. I got my theories on, if they didn't say it directly, I believe that somebody sent him the information because people, and I'm not going to judge either. Let me be very clear about this. I'm not going to judge. And the other one is clearer because it's a phone. And I don't like having to hold no phone, and I don't have a stand to hold the phone. So if I have to use the phone, then I end up having to hold it. And I don't like having to hold it, Miss Lovely T. I feel you though, but it's too stressful. It's too stressful. Hit that like button. Inell, hey girl. Thank you for being like number 36. And she's all the way from Anderson, Indiana. And Adrian Marie say the sound is better over here. And I believe that too. Yeah, they'll tell the tea to their favorites. And especially y'all know that y'all do know that Aaron is like a Porsha stan, so I can believe it. Yeah, they did, but we finna talk about it. Yes, we are. Hey, Darnell Jenkins, my cousin named Darnell. Hey, Mariana J. Y'all hit that like button, thumbs up this video, and let's get into what was said. Okay? Because all we can do is repeat what was said. Miss Lovely T, thank you for being like number 43. Gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. So listen, and if anybody here, just to reiterate, if this is your first time here, please put FTL for first time live in the chat so we can welcome you personally and individually, okay? All right, let's go. So now, the mamas. Now, y'all recall that I told y'all, what did I just tell y'all Sunday? I said it before Sunday, but I told y'all on Sunday what? This is the mama's beef. This is not even the girl's beef like that. This is the mother's beef. They are inheriting the beef. Just like Kendrick, our little nephew Kendrick came and told us that, you know, he didn't mind inheriting Pharrell Williams' beef with Aubrey, the Snow Princess. This is inherited beef. This is inherited beef. I said this on Sunday. So the fact that somebody came and brought Aaron that information, I'm just like, it tracks. It makes sense. I'm going to tell you up front, I believe it. Don't have no evidence of it yet. The fact that it's out, it's in the air, it's circulating. I feel like eventually something else is going to come along to substantiate it. And I think that's why it was put out there. So more information would come out to substantiate it. Make sure y'all are greeting each other in the chat, okay? If you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. And make sure that you hit that like button. So look, now, this is what is going on. Now, wait. Before I go into it, also, not only did I tell you it was the mother's beef and they were inheriting, don't forget what happened Sunday. Now, what happened Sunday? We seen Shamia sitting down with Cynthia crying, Porsha. And do y'all remember what she said? That, you know, her mama don't trust me around her, don't trust her around me. And her mother is telling her stuff like the apple don't fall far from the tree. And Porsha started being distant after her mama said that. You remember all that being said, right? We watched, you know, Diane kind of put the brakes on Porsha because she, you know, Porsha went running to Diane with what Shamia said. Like, hey, they was talking about me, and Shamia came and told me, and Diane was like, hey, hold it. You know, dog that bring a bone, carry a bone. And, you know, I told y'all then, the way I seen people acting hypocritical and stupid on social media got on my nerves. And y'all know I'm not a Porsha fan like that because I don't like how she did my girl Nene. And Nene is like literally the only person on there that I could say I was an actual fan of. However, y'all know I'm not fake or phony and I don't cap for nobody. Y'all know every one of us with a black mama, if your mama is from America and she black, your mama has said to you at some point, a dog that'll bring a bone will carry one. It was weird, hypocritical, and goofy to see black people, especially black women, and you know how our mothers talk, get online and be like, oh, she called Shamia a dog. No, she didn't. That's a saying. It's an old saying for that matter. So if that's the case, then all of our mothers have called some of our friends dogs at some point because every one of them have said a dog that'll bring a bone or carry one. I first heard it in middle school when I went to tell my mama what somebody said, and y'all know it. But it makes sense why Diane didn't just take what Shamia said at face value, because in a normal situation, okay, Creeby say it's an African proverb, okay? Nina G's did say very old school, very accurate. Hello, good night. So it was just like goofy to watch people doing mental gymnastics to say, oh, she's calling her a dog, she's being mean. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to chill out with the goofy stuff. Stop with the goofy stuff. Zelene said yes, and my mama warned me about one of my friends, and I found out she was correct. Oh, mama is always right. If your mama is a real mama and you know she cut for you, if your mama tell you, hey, that heifer ain't your friend, you better listen to your mama because I promise you that heifer is not your friend. Okay. Trina say, hit the like button, y'all. Okay. And Mary Anna J says, yep, my granny, mama, TTs, etc. It's a casual comment. And it is. So put all that in. Right. It's like a hit dog will holler. Are you a literal dog? Right. That part. Okay. So anyway, all that happened. And so then at some point, Shamia and her mama was on YouTube. And then Shamia mama was like, oh, I'm disappointed Diane called my daughter a dog. That heifer knew. Miss Sarah knew that Diane wasn't calling her daughter no dog. And I'm gonna get, I promise you, I'm gonna land the plane. I promise you, I'm gonna land the plane. Okay? And Zelene said, that's exactly what she said. That heifer's not your friend. Mm-hmm. And you found out that your mama was right about that heifer, didn't you? Mm-hmm. So this is what the story allegedly is behind their fallout. Now, I took notes because this is not my gossip. This is what he was told. And so now we're going to discuss what he said he was told. And it kind of makes it, not kind of, it makes all the sense in the world for what we're watching play out, considering the fact that we had already smelled over here on the porch. We had already smelled the bull crap. Quiet Storm said she was trying to rally the troops for colorism. That's exactly what she was doing. She was trying to blow a dog whistle. Am I calling her a dog too? Right. She was trying to blow a dog whistle because everybody's already attacking. So let's see if we can get them to attack her this way too. Listen, man. Let me read from the book of Trifling Heifers. Let me read some verses from the book of Trifling Heifer. Yes, correct, and that's annoying, and it's damaging, and it's toxic. Okay. Once upon a time, it was the year 2001, and in the year of 2001, Diane Williams owned several daycare centers. And also in that same year, so did Sarah Morton own several daycare centers. Both of these ladies considered themselves to be friends, and they ran their businesses, their respective businesses, though in the same profession, as friends, and they kept everything separate. Okay? After 9/11, Miss Diane said that she was having difficulty with one of her daycare centers. Something happened where maybe some of the parents were not able to work, or maybe they had to move, whatever the case may be. Something from that whole shakeup caused that particular daycare center of hers to suffer financially. Callie Dream said, a notebook, you know it's good. Okay. Yep, I'm on it, Miss Sparkle. I'm on it. And so, because said daycare center was struggling, she made a decision. Miss Diane Williams, in that year, made the decision to allow that daycare center to go ahead and to foreclose because she owned the property and was not leasing. And when she made that painful decision, she confided in who she thought was her best friend, none other than Miss Sarah Morton, also known as Mama Morton, also known as Shamia's mama. Dum, dum, dum. Well, boys and girls, when she confided in her friend, and I believe it went something like this. Oh, Sarah, I'm so hurt. This business is gone. Whatever will I do? I have to save my other branches. So this one must be the sacrificial lamb. I'm going to allow it to go into foreclosure. It's going to hurt my business credit, but it's a loss that I must take. And so with a heavy heart, Diane Williams allowed this branch of her daycare to go into foreclosure while crying to her dear friend, or whom she presumed was her dear friend, Sarah Williams. She said, my dear friend and sister, the thing that gives me sleepless nights is that someone may purchase this business and open up another daycare center and end up being my competition. That's my biggest fear. It is the thing that takes sleep from my eyes turns my food to ash in my mouth. Okay, I'm being too dramatic, right? So she told this to her friend. And so, boys and girls, the process of foreclosure went forward. I can only imagine that Diane was chewing her nails, having indigestion, reflux even, while this process, this dragon of foreclosure, breathed fire across the landscape of her finances and her credit report, only to find out that her dear friend, Sarah Morton, Mama Morton, Shamia's mama, went behind her back to the auction, purchased her property at the auction, only to open up another branch of her own daycare center to compete with her friend. Or should we say frenemy? Dun, dun, dun. When Diane got wind, she was thrown into a tempest of emotions. She didn't know how to feel, but her immediate response was to cut dead Sarah Morton. Never the twain would meet again. Never the twain would pretend to be friends. The cat, as they say, was out of the bag. Diane realized at that point, Sarah's not my friend. Sarah didn't mean me well. I'm done with Sarah. Spooky, right? That's what I said. So, boys and girls, now we have the unfortunate business of the daughters. The very, very, very unfortunate business of the daughters who had become friends due to the close relationship of Sarah and Diane, who had apparently formed bonds of their own because of proximity. And so it made me ask a question, right? So this happened back in 2001. Now, if y'all recall, or maybe you don't, now a story was told by one Jessie Wu just a couple of days ago when she was, in her attempt of straddling the fence because she wants to remain friends with Porsha and she also wants to remain friends with Shamia. She slipped and she told a couple of things. Y'all want to hear the part that Jessie Wu told? I can tell it in dramatic fashion. Now, according to Jessie Wu, little Jessie from Miami / Canada / Haiti, wherever, right? Little Jessie Wu said that she was aware that, hey, Too Adorable, thank you for being 51. Hey, Deborah Randall. Hey, Camille Fine. She was told that Shamia and Porsha had not been around each other, so much so that they only reconnected after Porsha married Cordell. That Cordell, the one she was a beard for, because as the people say, he possibly plays for the other team. Okay? Now, after she married Cordell, she and Porsha reconnected. Interesting, right? So they reconnected and decided to grab their friendship back. Let's take a look at something. I want to know, what year did Porsha divorce Cordell? Because I got to put this together. I need to understand when they divorced. So they divorced in 2013. So, okay, they married from 2011, 2013. So she and Shamia were reconnected. I don't think she got that right. They must have reconnected like right before she married Cordell, because they were only married from 2011 to 2013. But when Porsha married Cordell, Shamia was not at the wedding. Dum, dum, dum. So, boys and girls, why is it such a huge deal that Porsha wasn't at her wedding in Kenya, even though she went to her wedding here in the States to Mr. Mwangi? I hope I'm saying his name right. He seems like a very, very pleasant fellow. But she was not at Porsha's wedding to Cordell Stewart. Okay. Hey, Seanitra. Thank you for being 52. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I'm pretty good with the gossip thing, right? Yeah, so they stepped away for a long time. She was not at Porsha's wedding. Others have gone to look at the pictures of Porsha's wedding to Cordell, and Shamia was not in attendance. Okay. So all this, oh, we've been friends, Shamia keeps saying they've been friends for 30 years, but no, not really, dear, because you didn't subtract all that time when y'all were out of touch after your mamas had their daycare collision. Can we call it a daycare collision? So around season 8, season 9, we got Shamia as a friend of Porsha on RHOA. Round about that time. And we watched Shamia be buddy with Candy, hang around with Candy while Candy and her, minions were attacking, bullying, and dragging Porsha. That's back when she was still, rock'em sock'em robots. And then we have Phaedra saying that she knew that Shamia had bumped uglies with Candy and her husband. And Porsha didn't get involved, just like Shamia didn't get involved when Candy was dragging her. And then Shamia's wedding came after that. And apparently Porsha didn't feel comfortable going all the way to Kenya to have to be around Candy and her minions at Shamia's wedding. And so clearly they've already dealt with this stuff. And so you might wonder, why would all this be coming back up now? Why now, right? Evie says Shamia been trying to figure out how to Sarah Porsha for almost 10 years. Bingo! Yahtzee. For 10 years or more. She's been trying to figure out how to pull a Sarah on Porsha. Hello, good night. Baby, this is riveting. Hey, Bougie Champagne Crew Reviews. How you doing, girl? So listen, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Can we talk about it? I want to talk about it. So all the time that Porsha spent trying to cut Lanithia after Lanithia kept you in a job, the same job that Sarah's daughter was jealous of you having, just like her mama had issues with Diane. All the time that you were stabbing Lanithia, you should have been cutting Shamia. Oh, yes. See, this is very entertaining to me. Very entertaining because, see, the world is round and the things that you put out seldom come back the way you put them out, and they seldom come back from the people you put it out on. Seldom. Let's talk about it. So after her first season, the people weren't going to bring her back because they didn't think, oh, it's not going to work. She's probably not a good fit. I don't think this is it. And they were wrong because Porsha has definitely been reality TV gold. Let's not lie on her. Even the things we don't like about her, let's not tell a lie. Let's leave the lying to Drew. And sometimes Phaedra. But let's leave it to them. So she turned out to be reality gold. But she wouldn't have came back had it not been for Candy and Nene saying, no, she's good, bring her back. Then fast forward, when we had Kenya Moore obsessed and poking and picking at her, got to the reunion couch. I don't have to tell you ladies what happened. You were there, right? And Kenya ended up being drugged by the top of her scalp down the platform. And had people not been there, she would have been beaten to a bloody pulp. Because let us not pretend that Porsha's not a big old cornbread fed, blackstrap molasses built girl. Like, she's solid. She's solid. Little Detroit would have got beat down. She was already on her way. Well on her way. To only jump up and say, you're going to be fired. Like, where them hands at? Where them hands at? And they wanted to fire her then, and then it was Lanithia by herself who stood up and said, hey, you're not going to get rid of her. Kept her there. Only for Porsha to then collude with Candy, who did not stand up for you after you drugged Kenya, to try to ice out Nene. Yeah. The person who kept you on your job, you colluded with the person who did not to ice out this person. Meanwhile, the person you've known since you were a mere babe was looking for a way to Sarah you the whole time. She was about to put the Sarah on you. She was about to put the Sarah on you. And your focus was on, let me hurt the lady who kept food in my mouth. Let me hurt the lady who kept me making a check. Let me hurt the lady who kept me in a position to build my brands and make my bread. While your mind was on that, even after you made up with Nene and left the other ladies holding the bag for your plan to ice her out, then you turn around and then you stabbed her again. You waited till her husband was dying. You waited till Greg had colon cancer. And having somebody, my sister-in-law had colon cancer. We watched Liz. We love you, Liz, up there with mama. We love you, baby. I watched how horrible that is. Like, that's literally watching the people you love die slowly. You, Porsha, waited until Lanithia was at her lowest point. The man she had been with pretty much since she was grown, watching him die slowly, knowing that she was suffering, not only as a wife, but as a caregiver, and sometimes taking the mean behavior, because people who are suffering like that, they can be grumpy, they can be mean. That's what respite care is for. Marlo was more understanding to what was going on with Lanithia than you. The lady that saved you, the lady that forgave you and befriended you again after you teamed up with Candy to try to ice her out. You came into her home with your weak edges. I said it. You came into her home with your weak edges, because that was that no wig party, and we saw your weak edges. Hope you went and bought some Sacred to try to fill them holes in. To pretend like you were afraid of her, to lie and say she put her hands on you, to say, I'm scared. To still yet try to help them people hurt her. While she was going through something that terrible. Meanwhile, Shamia was trying to find a way to Sarah you, like her mammy did your mama. Only for Lanithia to befriend you again. Yeah. And make no mistake about it. It was a big deal for Nene to befriend you at a time when a lot of people were looking for an excuse and a way to drag you, because they were so angry about you being with Father Time after his wife went and got pregnant from the towel boy in his house. They was looking for a reason to hate you. So it was a big deal that Lanithia was willing to hang with you, be on social media with you. And you were using her for her likability to get you back in people's good graces. That's what you were doing, Porsha. I mean, can we just tell the truth? That's what you was doing. And while you were using her and her likability and her star power and her fans to get you back, hey, cool gamer, in the public's good graces, while you ran around with Father Time and his limp noodle, as soon as this marriage fell through and you no longer needed Nene's friendship to make you look more likable, what did you do? You cut her again. She didn't even know you had a problem with her. See, you were sitting up doing to Nene what Sarah did to Diane and what Shamea is right now trying to do to you. You hung on through Lanithia. You did the up and down, in and out, but the whole time you did not like her. You had a problem with Nene from the time she called you on your mess, and you tried to stay, but you was choking somebody, and Nene say, you could say what you want to, but I bet you I didn't. I bet you I wasn't stupid enough to do it on camera. See, you sat there and you held that. She checked you on some stupidness, and you held it, and you played friendly. I'm going to just smile till I can cut you. And Porsha, did you notice every time you tried to cut her, it backfired, Sugar? Did you notice that? Every time you tried to cut Lanithia, it backfired. You see, your last incident when y'all were both called to work on the Upshaws, Lanithia didn't even know you had a problem with her because, see, you was trying to Sarah her. You tried, but Sugar, favor ain't fair. Favor ain't fair. You went in there and told them people that you and her had a problem and you couldn't work with her. Y'all done had too many problems and you couldn't work with her. And you were thinking that they were going to tell Nene to get on gone. And what they told you was, well, girl, we can get you a replacement. And so you ended up not working. And they brought in Cynthia to film and take that check that would have went to you. And according to you, you have to pay your divorce attorney. So I'm sure you could have used that check. But you was trying to cut her check and end up cutting your own throat. Because you were trying to Sarah Nene. So now, you got Shamia trying to Sarah you. And what's funny is the whole time you thought you was playing the long game. Shout out to Angela Bigfoot Oakley. The whole time you thought you was playing the long game. Baby Shamia been playing the long game on you. Just like her mammy played the long game on your mama. And you know what's even more pathetic is that you know that her mama played the long game on your mama and you was still dumb enough to fall for it from her daughter. Let's talk about it. So now, when we look at when we look at what's going on right now, right, Nene came through for us, sure did. But Nene have to learn her lesson. I keep telling y'all, that's the one thing I don't like about Lanithia. People do her dirty and she still let them back close to her. Baby, you ain't got but one time with Nitra. That's the one thing that I don't like about Nene. Because they cut her and they say sorry, they hug and tell a few jokes and she let them right back in her space. Couldn't be me. So look, now what's going on between Porsha and Shamea, this is making more sense. Shamea can't even really come up with nothing valid that Porsha doing to her. What's she doing? Coming up with something from 10 years back. You didn't come to my wedding. You didn't come to my wedding and it bothered me. Never mind the fact that her and the girl and already talked. They done bickered, argued, hugged, kissed it out, hugged it out. We friends again. Hey, Vita, I didn't eat, but I'm drinking water. I'm going to get some sunlight in a minute. Thank you, Vita. But listen, that's all she can come up with because the whole time ain't nothing really happened. She's sitting up, holding on to whatever she can grab to hold on to because she was planning to Sarah Porsha like Sarah did Diane. Now, here's the problem with it. The problem with it is Shamea is not as calculating as her mother, and Porsha, though she's slow, she wasn't as slow as Diane, not because she's smarter, but because Diane has been in her ear the whole time. So see, Porsha, if you notice,
Jesse Wu pointed it out. Justin J, shout out to Justin J and Jesse Wu on this one. They pointed out the fact, hey, Dana Brown, thank you for being 62. Hey, sweet beloved. They pointed out the fact that you will hear Shamia saying, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. But you don't hear Porsha saying, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. And I think that's due in large part to Diane having constantly been in her ear. I also think that's why Shamia's mama was quick to jump on YouTube. She called my daughter a dog. No, she didn't. No, she didn't, old lady. And I don't mean no disrespect. No, she didn't, old lady. You know better, because you done said that same saying. If you black in America, we done use that saying that's very common. A dog that bring a bone, carry a bone. That is not calling nobody no dog. But it makes sense. Mama Morton, aka Sarah, feels like Diane is the reason that Shamia couldn't get close enough to get it done. See, let's look at this comprehensively now. Diane had no prior knowledge that Sarah had anything against her. Diane had no prior knowledge that Sarah would ever hurt her because, hey, we've been kicking it. That's my girl. That's my ace boom coon. That's my buzzard back buddy. You know, we down like 4 flats on a Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? She had no prior knowledge. So she was opening her heart, pouring her heart out to Sarah, not knowing Sarah was looking for a way to cut her. Ain't no telling how long Sarah was looking for a way to cut her. If they've been friends that long, it could have been some old stuff. They could have been juking one day, and it was a man riding there, and, you know, Sarah seen him. Diane seen the man at the same time. It could have been the man paid too much attention to Diane. Hell, for all we know, it could have been, you know, somebody that Sarah liked that, you know, she caught looking at Diane, or Diane could have snagged the man from her. It could have been, oh, I was gonna do this, and then Diane jumped and she did it first. We don't know how long Sarah held that, but Sarah was looking for her way to cut. So Diane had no prior knowledge, and so when she got hurt and she was sad about her business, the first thing she did was run to her friend. Now Porsha had prior knowledge because her mama told her mama's in her ear. I don't like that heifer. You hang with her daughter if you want to. I don't trust her. We heard Diane's energy towards Shamia. I had never peaked Diane's energy towards Shamia. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. No, that ain't what happened. That is not what happened. The story done been told, and Porsha switched her story. That's not true. Her being with Bravo did not mean she cannot work with Lanithia. Cut that out. Because Cynthia worked with Bravo and she was able to work with Lanithia. You don't think so? What, T-Love? You got to tell me what you think. Right. Any mother does have a right to warn their children. But I think that on Sarah's side, because I personally believe that this wasn't even Shamia's idea. I'm going to be honest with you. After hearing what's behind it, I don't think this was Shamia's idea. I think this was Shamia's mama's idea. No disrespect to Miss Sarah, ma'am. I don't know you. So if you happen to come across my video, please understand, I'm not disrespecting you. My mom ain't raised me like that. You know what I'm saying? At all. But I believe this was Miss Sarah's idea. I don't believe this was Shamia's idea. I believe this was Sarah's idea. But I think Sarah was frustrated. That's why she tried to blow that dog whistle and pretend like Diane was calling her child a dog, because she's irritated. She know that her kid can't get close enough to do what she need to do to Porsha, because Diane is there warning her the whole time. She just like her mama. Because y'all know Diane hold on to stuff. Do we need evidence? Because I can bring out Exhibit 8. Okay, Exhibit 8. Y'all remember it was just a couple years ago, social media got mad at Diane for holding on to stuff with Lauren's mama. Now we friends now. The past is the past or whatever. But Diane snuck that in there like, yeah, but you know, Lisa girl, you did sleep with my man. Even though social media done flipped it. Oh, Diane slept with Lauren's mama's husband. Like, no, baby, that ain't how that went. Diane was married to Mr. Williams, and Miss Lisa slept with him, and they ended up divorced, and then he ended up marrying Lauren's mama. Now, they done put it behind them. They friends, they cool, they be around each other. The girls grew up together and all like that, right? But Diane was joking, but in every joke, there's an atom of truth. Diane still kind of low-key holds on to, you did sleep with my husband. She holds on to that. And I think that because Diane is kind of like me, I'm a little bit of a grudge holder too. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not bad as I used to be, but I'm a little bit of a grudge holder too. Let's just be honest. That's who I am. And so I know what I'm seeing. Diane was holding on to that stuff. And so anytime Shamia did anything funny, slightly funny, Diane is one of the mamas like me. She was in that girl ear like, I keep telling you about that heifer. You got to learn it on your own, but don't you trust that. Hey. Don't you tell that heifer all your business. And that's what Miss Sarah is seeing. That because Diane is right there intervening, she can't get close. Even say Porsha ain't fighting Shamia, and the new girls ain't push it up. Shamia tried to use the new girls as pawns, and it backfired. That's true. That's true. They were both cute ladies. They're both cute ladies. Sarah and Diane, they both good looking women. Yep, Exhibit A. Diane does not forget. Diane does not forget nothing. She hold on to stuff. And like I said, and again, if Miss Diane, please, if you run across this, understand I'm not disrespecting you either. I'm just giving my take on things. I'm giving my take. Shine Bright say no one would ever forget that. Yeah, but some people can't forgive. I was just complaining about Nene with her wanting to be forgiven all the time crap. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't forgive, even big stuff like that. Like they might remember, but they don't just hold on to it. I'm a grudge holder, so I know a grudge holder when I see one. That is one reason why over the years, all the things I don't like about Candy, I never bothered her about that grudge holding because I will do it too. I will do it too. It could be 20 years later. I'm gonna remember what you did and what you had on the day you did it, and I'm probably gonna criticize your outfit. Oh Lord, Nina say, taking it to my grave, I'll die with my fist balled up and we'll never be the same. I pray not to take it to the grave. Deborah say there was another woman and son between Diane and Lisa. Woman and son? Diane said Lisa slept with her man and that's what happened. Because that's what went on. That's what went on. So whether he cheated with another woman, we don't even know. I'm talking about the fact that Diane held on to that grudge against Lisa, even though they done quote unquote made up. Diane held on to that. She held on to that. Oh Lord, makeup addict. What you say? Hold on. She say forgive. Nah, we gonna have beef forever in my Cardi B voice. Lord. Amanda K say I can forgive and not forget, but don't use it. Yeah, I could see that. But Diane, one of them people, you could tell she's a grudge holder. I'm not judging her for it. How can I judge when I'm guilty of the same behavior? But I'm just saying I can call it out because I see it. I see it. And two things can be true. Diane gonna hold a grudge, and Miss Sarah is still Miss Sarah. If you capable of it one time, you could do it 100 times. And I don't think this was Shamia's idea. But this is the other thing. Not only did Shamia not calculate or Sarah not calculate for the fact that one, Porsha's already been hip to it. I think they took for granted because Porsha's so ditzy. I think they took for granted that Porsha's ditzy and like, okay, Diane quit coming around, but she kept being friends with me and she kept being around my mom, even though her mama don't like us. So Porsha don't see no danger. Porsha's not, not naive, but she's slow enough. She'll still tell you her business. And I think they underestimated Diane's influence over her own child. That's number one. Number two, I don't think that they calculated for the fact that one, even though Shamia keeps saying, okay, Deborah, I got you, baby. That you're probably right. I just didn't have that part. Hey, Rochelle, thank you for being 66. They underestimated the fact that even though Shamia kept saying, that's my best friend, Porsha was not returning that energy like that. Like, that's her friend. They go way back. Oh, love you, girl. But she don't return that same energy. Like, no matter how much you intimate that to her that, oh, my best friend. Apparently, Diane has more influence over her child than y'all thought. And they didn't count for the fact that with Porsha being in the headspace that she's in, she's not going to fight back with you. They were counting on Porsha being predictable, fighting back against it, especially because, okay, what I'm doing to you is wrong. It's obviously wrong. And so they were looking for Porsha to fight back. So no matter what Porsha did, the more she fought, the tighter the noose would get. The more she fought, the more they could play the victim. The more she fought back, they could say, see how she's bullying Shamia? But the fact that Porsha is just choosing not to engage, they don't have anywhere to go. They literally got nowhere to go. And so now what we're looking at is people on social media slowly catching on to what Shamia is doing and, looking at the obvious lies and the obvious stuff like, oh, I can't believe Porsha questioned me about that in front of them. And we're all like, wait, Shamia, you brought up the conversation at the Pampered by Porsha event. Porsha didn't say nothing. And stuff like, oh, I can't believe, that this is going through the group and he got these women talking about it. And, as the viewers, we're sitting there like, wait, but wasn't you the one that was talking to Angela about Porsha? Porsha didn't talk to them about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff is not playing out the way they plan. The third thing, yep, is smart. Lord Sapper say sometimes holding a grudge can protect you from harm. It can, but I'm not going to, promote that and tell y'all it's nice to hold grudges. I have done it. I still suffer with it, but I'm not going to tell you it's nice. It's not a nice thing to do. So if you are a grudge holder like me, be praying for God to take that from your heart, okay? I'm not going to promote the bad behavior just because I have been guilty of it and still can fall prey to that. Lady Blue say, I forgive and move on, but will never F with the person again. Yeah. That's healthy. Porsha told Candy to her face about the dungeon gate. Why didn't Candy say cut? Didn't even air this. It bothered me forever. I've been saying that for years. Because it's easy to play victim and, because Candy's fans, a lot of them don't deal in the world of common sense. They don't. Because just like, she always damaging my brand. She could have easily said it damages my brand. She said that. If y'all air it, I'm gonna sue you, and it would have never saw the light of day. Never. Okay. So Shine Bright is definitely on point with that. So here's the gag. They were not counting on Porsha not being predictable and fighting back so that no matter how she fought back or how she defended herself, look at her. She's a bully. She's deflecting. She's a narcissist. Oh, look what she's doing to Shamia. Oh, and then Shamia could cry, and I can't believe Porsha said that to me. She didn't fight back. So it's like, what do? Everybody's seeing the story, and it's not adding up. It's not making sense. Child, all Drew did was lie, and we're going to talk about her lying tale later. We're going to talk about that lying hoe later. I promise. Stay on this stream. When we finish with these heifers, that lying hoe is later. Yep. So next, the thing that she did not get, because I do believe she's getting cues from her mother. Hey, Patricia, what's up, Miss Tampa? Thank you for being 68. The other thing they're not getting is this reality TV fandom, standum, RHOA, Bravo Universe crap. It's not as straightforward as foreclosure. That's what Sarah didn't count on. And Shamia either. That's what they did not count on. Why do I say that? Because they thought in their minds, oh, Porsha's on the downswing. Everybody hates her. Everybody's talking about her. Everybody's gloating because her and Simon getting a divorce and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you chicks ain't smart. Social media is fickle. The fandom, the standum, the Bravo universe, all the Bravo fans, they're fickle. They hate you today. They love you tomorrow. They love you today. They hate you tomorrow. Okay. Exhibit B. When Porsha jumped up to marry Father Time, what was the first thing they said? Hey, Nashina M. Happy lunchtime, girl. Happy Wednesday. So, look, think about it. When she first went to marry Father Time, what happened? He's a scammer. He's broke. He's illegal. Get him out. Porsha filed for divorce. Oh, good. She's divorcing. He's divorcing her, or she's divorcing him. Oh, she gonna have to get out. She gonna be homeless. Like people forgot she got a whole mansion that Diane living in. Oh, she ain't gonna have this and this, and everybody was excited, right? Only for him to get on social media, overplay his hand, much like we see Shamia doing now. And what happened? Everybody was right back on Porsha's side and laughing at Simon. He's doing all this stuff 265 days a year. She's so dumb. Porsha was like, yeah, but you know, what would you rather have? Like real papers or different IDs and different names and all that other stuff. And so people went to cackling on social media, and they was right back laughing with Porsha at Simon, to the extent that he became Simone, all these girl names, and you need to go away, you're gross. And then the tide turned again. Hey, DS, thank you for being number 71. And then when Ice snagged him, oh, Porsha terrible, she got him picked up. Didn't y'all laugh when she told y'all he was illegal and had different names? Didn't y'all make deportation jokes when he was online, not only dragging her, but making comments disparaging to Black Americans? Everybody wanted him deported. But once Ice got him, oh, Porsha terrible, she ruined his life. Porsha called Ice. So what if she did? I don't know if she did or she didn't, but I'm just being real. So what if she did? Do it matter if she did? Because I don't care. Or is that just me? So I said all that to say I took y'all down the road of, hey, man, social media is fickle. The Bravo fans are fickle. Fandoms, standoms, you know, that stuff is fickle. This is not as straightforward as a foreclosure. But Sarah and Shamia were thinking, oh, they're down. She's down. So now that you in, pounce. Make her look even worse. Make her look like, oh, she's attacking you. She's a bad friend. Go to everybody, rally the people. While she's down, let's dogpile on. And it's not working. Porsha, number one, wasn't as predictable as you thought. She didn't fight back against you. She gave you nothing. While you were at that dinner trying to make this weird scene, she fake cried, walked away from the table, came back and said, oh, well, can we pack our food to go? What can I do? Oh, that got it. It'll never happen again. I will do that for you. Hugged her and squeezed the booty. Like you got nothing that you needed to be a victim. Unless she was going to say she squeezed your booty too hard. Like, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what that was going to turn into. And now the same crowd that you were hoping to weaponize, they're turning against you now, Shamia. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because now they're saying Kelly is your lapdog, and Kelly's going around being your mouthpiece after her and Angela stirred up the pot. And don't start me on Angela, because Angela been after Shamia ever since her birthday party. Let's talk about it. I told y'all way back. Angela went to Shamia's house, saw how much money that girl was living in. She saw how fabulous that house was. She saw that she got a $430,000 car for a birthday present, went home to Uncle Charles. Oh, her house was so wonderful. She got a Rolls Royce Cullinan, and Charles was like, leave me alone with that. In other words, don't even bother me, because you know, God darn well, I'm not finna buy you nothing like that. And ever since then, she been after Shamia. When she met up with Angela and Drew, Angela went after her real hard for no reason. Why would you ask her that? You being a lapdog. Hey, oh, so pretty. What's up, sis? She went after her immediately. It was straight up, you got what I don't have. I came here to be the rich lady on the show, and I got here and there was already a rich lady on the show. And she's been after Shamia ever since. But Shamia's not smart. She had one program, Get Porsha. And so y'all see how the dominoes play? You see how the dominoes play? Yeah. So while Shamia was plotting on Porsha, she was so busy plotting on Porsha, she couldn't see Angela. Just like while Porsha was so busy plotting on Nene, she couldn't see Shamia. You see how that works? See, when you sit up and you plan to do wrong, always know somebody's planning wrong for you too. This is why I don't feel sorry for none. And I'm always telling y'all, none of these people are good people. And I don't know when y'all are going to believe me. None of these people are good people. None of them. So now she's overplayed her hand. Me and Gabor was talking last night on the phone, and we both said the same thing. Why wasn't Shamia smarter? why wouldn't you come on the show and stay on the show at least a couple of seasons before you make your move? Why would you make your move the very first season? Like you moving like your mama. This is not an auction after a foreclosure where you got to get in there quick and get the paperwork and go to closing fast before anybody knows anything. Like you could have, you know, been a little more patient. You could have went 1 or 2 seasons in and then, you know, try to slowly weave a web. You went in and tried to move quick like your mama. And baby, listen, I was told you can walk down and get one, or you can run down and get one, or you can walk down and get them all. I don't know why you were so impatient. Just like we saw her in the confessional on Sunday. Well, you know, this is new territory for both of us with me having a peach, but you know, it's not the only one in the limelight or however she put it, and don't feel good, do it. Baby, you're gloating too soon. You're gloating too soon. She was trying to move too quick. Then ran around doing this interview circuit. Every interview you could think of, radio and all. Porsha, 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 Porsha. Got your mama pretending like Miss Diane called you a dog. Like you really tried to Sarah her. And the whole time, Angela Sarah'd you. She saw your home. She saw your bread. She felt like you was way too confident, comfortable, and happy in your black fairy tale with your wonderfully successful husband who treats you kindly. Now, Uncle Charles, while I do like him, he don't treat her the kindest. He doesn't pet her. He doesn't coddle her. And so I know for Angela, that had to be rough to sit there and watch this man not only be wildly successful, but to be, I'm not going to say he's a spendthrift, but he spared no expense to make his wife happy. And I think that bugged Angela. You got these 5 properties, you know, Uncle Charles put some money in, but that was some of your money too. And they're not wildly, you know, extravagant or lavish properties. Let's be very honest here. I would not stay in the places that I saw. I wouldn't. However, for that, he don't even want to talk about a vow renewal until you sell them. Meanwhile, you got to go and look at Shamia's fabulous life. You got to look at her house that's so extravagant that she can't even take stairs. Her husband put her elevator in there. Her closet is as big as your living room, Angela. Angela saw that and she got jealous, envious, angry, and decided that at all costs, you was coming down. And she saw her chance. She ran at you with that and called you a lapdog, and y'all went back and forth. And then at the Belmont event, y'all was in the store, and she still, you know, she was trying to be cool, and Angela still wanted to go, you're being mean, Shamina. And I was like, well, that lame crap. But it was literally, Angela had decided that she just had to bring Shamia down because Shamia had more money and had the life that she don't have. Her husband dotes on her. Her husband treats her like she's as precious as an egg to him. That bothered Angela because everybody on TV saying that Uncle Charles handled you real rough, like number 10 sandpaper. And this man over here treats his wife like a treasure. Shamia's husband treats her like a treasure. He pets her. He dotes on her. Angela don't even know what that feel like because according to her, the first baby daddy cheated on her and then got killed. And this one is married to her, but he took your number the first time, disappeared for 10 years, came back, y'all got married. Then after his incident at the stadium, y'all split up because he was cheating for some years and then came back together. And now that y'all back together, he still does not dote on you. He still does not pet you. He still does not cater to you. He would never throw you a huge lavish party in a house that's so big that it has its own name, Sterling Hall, and buy you a $430,000 car as a birthday present, as a monument to his love and adoration for you. And we know why, because Angela told us why it bothers her so bad that Shamia is treated so wonderfully well while she takes whatever Uncle Charles gives her. When she called that girl Flavor Flav. Oh, let's talk about it. Can we talk about it? Angela saw this woman that she feels like don't deserve what she got. You blacker than me. I look more the part than you. My skin is lighter. I mean, I shave my nose down till it looks like somebody's clitoris, and you know, my face type and my height. You know, I'm more the, you know, accepted desirability standard than you. So why on earth do you have what I don't? When she flipped and told, she told on herself, Flavor Flav. She wasn't saying that because that girl wore that as a costume. She was saying that, calling her a man, because that's a common thing that people do to darker women. They masculinize them. They never say, they never say, Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson is a gorgeous Black woman. When they want to call a Black woman something derogatory or refer her to someone who is popularly known who has darker skin, it's never another dark-skinned sister. It's always a man. So when you see a woman who's a lighter hue referring to a darker woman as a man and an unattractive darker man, baby, that's colorism 101. 101. Angela sat there and felt like this Black heifer. And you know she from Chicago, so she feel like this Black country heifer. Why she got it and I don't? And so she targeted that girl. And no, Shamia is not a victim, because while Angela was targeting you, you were targeting somebody you knew since y'all was in underoos. And Porsha ain't no victim. Because while this heifer that's been targeting, that's targeting you, that knew you since you was in underoos, you actually for years targeted a woman that kept money in your pocket, who didn't know you from Adam's house cat, who did not owe you nothing. You see what I'm saying? Are y'all starting to see? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all finally if y'all finally starting to figure out why I keep telling y'all that none of these people are good people. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all finally starting to understand why I'm telling y'all that none of these people are good people. Hey, Alex, say so proud of Mwangi making Kenya men look real good. I'm proud of him for being a good husband. He seems like a really nice man, and he treats her so well. His love for her shows on his face. His love for Shamia shows in his actions. He's not saying love, he's showing love. Brother Mwangi is doing love. He's doing love. And I don't mean love 120. I mean Nuko. He's doing big love. Big love is what he's doing. Not clitoris nose sending you to the moon. Well, that's what she done shaved that thing down to. Shine Bright says Shamia told a story about some fast food that Gerald got wrong and exclaimed how bad she went off on that man, laughing. But here's the thing: when a man loves you, he can tolerate your excesses. Now ask yourself if Angela could pull that with Charles and see what happened. I'm not saying he don't love her, but it's not the same vibe, and she know it, and that's why she targeted Shamia. And then when Shamia came with the olive branch apologizing, of course Angela accepted, for the same reason that Shamia smiled in Porsha's face all them years. I want you to be close because I need something to cut you with. I don't know enough about you. I don't have none of your business. And what happened? Porsha gave her the perfect ammunition by talking over that girl's song, being weird. I still don't know. I don't know whether it was something Diane said got into her, whether she seen Shamia do something. I don't know what got into Porsha that night. But when she did that, Angela said, got it. When it had drinks with her, and Angela was able to use that moment to draw everything out of Shamia. And Shamia thought she was being slick. She didn't even realize Angela was working her. She was like, oh, I'm going to tell her everything so that way they'll all gang up on Porsha with me because they'll think they got some information on Porsha. They'll all gang up on Porsha with me. Didn't realize Angela wasn't getting that information to gang up on Porsha, honey. She was getting that information for you. See, Shamia's not smart either. As much as we joke about how dumb Porsha is, I'm going to need y'all to give it up for how dumb Shamia is too. Because common sense should have told you something, dumb. Angela been targeting you since she got there. She didn't target Porsha. Kelly targeted Porsha. She been targeting you since she got there. So what made you think that confiding in her was going to make her go at Porsha? Baby, you were the target. Dum-dum. Dum-dum Morton. You tried to Sarah this girl, but you're not as calculated as Sarah. You're not as calculated as Sarah. No, she didn't go at her first. No, she didn't. She didn't go at her first. But y'all keep this body shaming, age shaming, bump all that. Because everybody got a nose, everybody got cheeks, everybody got eyes. Everybody does not have dark skin. And what we not going to do on this channel, let me move this comment real quick. What we not going to do is minimize the toxicity and the danger and the hurtfulness of colorism. Let me be very clear, because I don't want nobody to get it twisted. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. We are never, ever, not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not the week after, going to pretend that colorism is not extremely dangerous. If not, I don't think that's a strong enough word. It is deleterious to our darker sisters. So we're never going to minimize that and say, oh, it's the same as body shaming. If I tell you you got a pot belly, guess who else got pot bellies? Everybody all over the globe. White, black, Chinese, Japanese, Indian chief. Everybody can get a pot belly. When you start targeting a black woman because of her darker hue or her dark melanin, that is not something that everybody has. That is something very specific. It is a direct result of white supremacy racism. It is damaging and it is violent. So we're never going to minimize that. Not over here. I will never forget that Angela did that. That is not as casual as talking about somebody shaving their nose down to a clitoris. Because that was a choice. That was a choice. And while we talking about Shamia's nose being an eagle nose, it could be shaped like an eagle. What we do know is that's the nose Jesus gave her, not the doctor. So no, it's not equal. And I don't care that I'm not dark. We are not going to minimize what our darker sisters suffer on this place. Baby, going for looks is not the same as colorism. And I really want you to get that. And I'm not being rude or rough with you, but I want you to understand that. Anybody can have a botched nose. We see blonde-haired, blue-eyed women with botched noses. But what we do not see is dark melanin on anybody other than our sisters. So no, it's not the same thing. If Shamia said something about her botched nose that nobody told her to botch, I saw Angela's first nose. I ain't seen nothing wrong with it. If she didn't like it, that's her business. But if you choose to get rhinoplasty and they botch your nose, that was a choice. Shamia did not choose her black skin, which is very radiant, might I add. She got it from her mother. Her mother's complexion is divine, heavenly. Ain't got nothing to do with their nasty behavior, but their skin is divine. Just like she talked about that botched nose, what stopped Angela from saying, girl, why are you sitting over there having the hips of a 12-year-old boy? See, that's how that works. When you're joning and people start clowning stuff on you that ain't right, then you clown something on them that ain't right. How the hell do you clown skin color? Because skin color can't never be wrong. Skin color can't never be wrong. The minute Angela did that, in my opinion, she told me who she was. She told me why she was targeting Shamia. Because at that point, I knew she was targeting Shamia. I just thought it was some newbie stuff, you know, like let me get my drama in, let me get my camera time, let me get my one-liners. But when she made that comment and she called Shamia Flavor Flav, she told me who she was. She told me why she was targeting her. She even told me why she was jealous of her in that one statement. And you want to know what's worse? Is that while her mother was trying to help her blow a dog whistle because Diane used the old saying that all of our mamas have used, the dog that bring a bone, carry a bone. What she should have did was been peeping game that Angela ain't your friend, and she not your friend because she don't like your color, she don't like your lifestyle, and she feel like because of your color alone, you don't deserve the life you got. That it should be hers. She ain't no different than Giselle. She just didn't get that same messy color. And I think she wanted it. I think she wanted it because from her old pictures to now, she look a little lighter than me. She look a little lighter than me. See, you got to peep game, man. You got to peep game. Not only less wrinkles, their skin is beautiful. Beautiful. And y'all know I don't play. Y'all know I don't play that. We don't disrespect none of our sisters over here. Now I will call you out on your mess if you wear something goofy. I'm talking. If you go like Kenya and go get that botched booty job and your booty sitting side saddle, I'm clowning. If you shave your nose down till it looks like a woman's genitalia, I'm clowning. Doing it. If you Ashley Darby and your edges is running from your face, I'm clowning. But what we're not gonna do is sit up and disrespect no sisters around here, especially talking about their color. The one thing that is unimpeachable. No problem. That's right. Love your dark skin and also peep game. Don't ever let nobody tell you, oh, it's equal to body shaming or talking about people features, because it's not. It's not. It's not. Mm-hmm. Trina say that's what I said too, Seanitra, and Gizzard Nick and Monique Samuel drama. I'm telling you, that's what was eating at Giselle with Monique. This black woman got everything that I'm supposed to have. I should be the one saying I have 4 homes. It shouldn't be her. It shouldn't be her. She shouldn't have that. That's why they so fake with Big Reese, because Big Reese is the antithesis of what they think should have what she has. Big Reese ain't broke. She just can't dress. And she Big Reese. And she gonna wear them wigs that got their own personality or whatever. She ain't got no style. But their issue with her is not her lack of style, because she and Robin have none either. The issue is this black woman got everything they wish they did. Y'all had better peep game. We have enemies in the camp. We have people who show up in the world just like us as black women, but they have this hierarchy in their mind based on white supremacy racism, that they believe that their proximity to being less to whiteness, or them being less black or perceived less black as another sister, gives them access, or they feel entitled to things that they feel like you're not entitled to. That's just the truth. And we ain't even gonna get down to the features of it all. How dare you be dark with actual African phenotype and African features? Like, oh no. And you got some money. Oh, baby, we need you gone. Lady Blue say, interesting. Angela loves that dark-skinned man, but disparages dark-skinned women. That's the slave in the master's house mentality. Well, I mean, it's no different than clear women who will go and marry and make babies with black men and are completely racist. It's no different. No different. Hey, Black Smile, thank you for being number 80. No, she didn't, because color is not her problem. Color is not Shamia's issue. Shamia got different issues. The person with the color problem is Angela. She the one with the color problem. Yeah, color proximity. Thank you, Ishelle. Hey, Linez, right. And game recognized game. So all this then went on, and I said all that to say this. Shamia jumped the gun. I agree with Gabor. I hope he said it on his channel, because we were show clowning that heifer last night. Why would Shamia not get on the show and stay for a couple of seasons before you made your move against Porsha? I think she was trying to make her move before the crowd turned back in Porsha's favor. But I personally feel like this was wrong time. You shouldn't have tried it. And then when she was talking with Cynthia on the episode we just watched Sunday, and she made it her business to say, well, my mom thought they were friends. She was trying to allude to the fact that Diane might have done something to her, because she know people right now, it's a hate train. Oh, they'll jump on that. Yeah, I bet you she did, because Porsha's so terrible and we hate Diane too. That's why Porsha went on social media and was like, wrong road. If you want, keep doing the playing victim and that stuff. Keep my mama name out your mouth, because you know what your mama did. And my mama was egregious. And she did a post and delete. But that's why Porsha responded like that, because it's like, oh, I see that you playing victim and acting like I'm doing something to you. And she not even fighting back. She letting you have it and still posting happy birthday, girl. Because it ain't, hey, I believe Diane done told her, don't fight back with her, because anything you do to defend yourself, they're going to spin it like you attacking her. So just don't do nothing. But when she mentioned Diane, when she was talking to Cynthia to say, well, my mom thought they were friends, like Diane was the one that broke their friendship. Honey, your mama broke friend because your mama was slimy. No disrespect, Miss Sarah. You did something slimy, though. Porsha said something like you could kind of poke, you could tell, you poke at her. She done grew up a little bit. Poking at her ain't gonna get no answer. Poking at her ain't gonna get no answer. But the minute you shoot at Diane, or you try to pluck at Lauren or PJ or something, you gonna get a response. She made that little statement to try to put blood in the water to get the fans to run at Diane, because her and her mama is pissed at Diane for keeping Porsha at a distance so they can't really get at her. And it backfired, because quite frankly, had she not said that, Porsha would not have done the post and delete. Had she not done the post and delete, this information wouldn't have made it to Aaron. Now let's talk about what me and Peanut said about how this got to Aaron. Now I'm gonna just tell you. What we thinking. Now Peanut say, and I agree, but I'm gonna give her credit because she was the first one to say it. She think Porsha either told Aaron directly or she sent somebody to tell Aaron. Pellegrino time. Whew. She said, let me repeat this. She laughing, but you know, I like to tell where it's coming from. She said she believed either Porsha told Aaron or Porsha sent somebody to tell Aaron. Because how would they have all the ins and outs like that? For Aaron to have it, either Porsha told it or she sent somebody. And it's believable, because Porsha has been Aaron has been a Porsha stan for the longest. He does not hide it. He loves him some Porsha. Porsha. And the housewives know who he is. Candy's interviewed with him before. Candace from Potomac has interviewed with him before. He's definitely on Porsha's radar. Definitely on Porsha's radar. So if Shamia hadn't overplayed her hand and tried to sick the crowd on Diane because they want her to stop warning and protecting Porsha, we wouldn't know what your mama did. Like, literally, you put the ball in motion, so now all us know. And I think that it ended up happening because there were some people that couldn't read between the lines. Now, y'all know Nitra reads between the lines. One thing about that darn Nitra, y'all know I read between the lines. Between the lines. I read between the lines, okay? But most people don't. So there was people like, Porsha, you did all that for this. This wasn't that serious. Like, why would you say that? Why would you? Ain't nothing going on. She ain't say nothing bad about your mama. But Porsha knew what she was implying. That's why Porsha say, don't even imply nothing about my mama. Because people couldn't read between the lines and went trying to criticize her for protecting her mama. I think that's why Aaron got a little Ayo, cuz, since y'all want to know what's going on with the mamas, this is what it is. All this happened because Shamia overplayed her hand. She thought she could pivot the hate train to engulf Diane too. When all she had to do was chill, people was already on the attack. People sitting up with the Drew thing. Porsha at her own birthday ain't saying nothing to Drew and nobody. Porsha doing too much. She keep attacking Drew. Ain't said nothing to Drew. So literally all Shamia had to do was really be quiet, because people was attacking the girl for not talking. For not talking. She trying to use Drew for a storyline. Meanwhile, Porsha not even talking to or about Drew. So all you had to do was be quiet. The crowd was going to do it for you. Because one thing about Bravo fans, the ones that like really be all head over heels and emotionally invested in these characters that they portray, once they decide they don't like you, everything you do is wrong. Like you could wake up in the morning, look how she brushing her teeth. That means she plotting on this. They was going to do it for you, Shamia. You did too much for no reason. They were already attacking her and the mama. Already. They was already see she don't treat Shamia right. She a bad friend. All you had to do was be quiet. That's it. Seanitra says, thank you for acknowledging. It took me most of my life to love my dark skin. And you better love it. And you better love it. And you better love it. That's a gift from God. Nina say, right, somebody sent to tell him, aka what Kenya should have done. Sent somebody to put sleazy. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I say Porsha ain't smart, but she ain't that dumb either. Deborah said, I missed the beginning, so I have to run it back. Yep, child. That's exactly what Kenya should have done. Kenya should have sent. She should have sent somebody. Yep, he do. He love him some Porsha now. Y'all know I'm right. He love him some Porsha. I mean, he's supposed to call her out though. No matter how much you like somebody, I like Nene, but you know I done been on the same platform with y'all. Some of y'all the same ones in the chat right now, and done call Nene out. Liking somebody don't mean your brain's supposed to go out your ear. Being a fan of someone does not mean that you're supposed to suspend your morals or suspend your ethics or suspend your ability to tell the truth. It's not supposed to do that. So I've seen him call her out, but he loved him some Porsha. Love him some Porsha. And she know that. That's why I believe if she didn't say it to him directly, she sent somebody that he could recognize that was somebody close to her that brought him that. And this all happened because Shamia overplayed her hand. Porsha was fine with her playing victim and pretending like she was doing something to her. She just wasn't going to fight back against us. Like, okay, you're going to have to make that case all by yourself because I'm not going to give you no energy. Okay, bet. That kind of confirms what I was thinking. Like Porsha is intentionally not giving anybody any energy. It's weird to watch because that's not the Porsha we normally get. But I'm at this point, I'm starting to feel like Diane calling the play. And I think that Diane might be calling the play for the first time in a long time. For some young ladies, for some women, it takes them a long time to realize mama was right. Some of y'all in the chat know what I'm talking about if you want to keep it real. If you want to keep it real. You know, I was that girl at one point. I just learned fast. Y'all know, put a 2 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Most of us, I won't say all, I almost said all, but most of us have been that girl. Your mama's in your ear, she warning you, oh, it ain't gonna be all that, I'm gonna do it anyway. Your mama warned you about this friend. Oh man, mama, that's just so-and-so, they ain't like that, Then you find out. Your mama tell you, don't you buy that car, that ain't no good idea, don't you buy that car. Next thing you know, that car is the worst thing ever happened to you, and you're like, dang, you should have listened to mama. And so at a point, you start, listening. Because like, why am I bucking this? Because mama trying to help me out, clearly. I need to probably be quiet and hear what this lady talking about. I think this might be the first time that we've watched Diane call the play. I think Diane is calling the play, y'all. If I got to call it, Diane called the audible. Diane got the clipboard and the pen on her lapel, head coach. Diane calling the play right now. That's why we're not getting the same Porsha. The Porsha we got before was the Porsha that kind of somewhat listened to her mama and played at her mama. But I think we got Diane calling the shots. And I think where Shamia is concerned, we got Sarah calling the shots. And I think Diane, pulled that mama hole card. Like, nah, heifer, you listening to me this time. because I think Diane peeped that Sarah was calling the shots. This, like I told y'all before Sunday, I told y'all again on Sunday, this is the beef between the mamas. The girls inherited the beef. We're not watching Porsha versus Shamia. We are watching Diane versus Sarah, the rematch. We watching the rematch, whether y'all like it or not. This is the rematch. All that Drew, Angela Kelly stuff, that's the undercard. This is the rematch. The model that Porsha being a boy on the show has nothing to do with to offer running from seeing Crawford. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're gonna have to retype that. And you might want to run this video back because we done covered a whole lot of ground. Okay, I see them twos. Okay, so I'm not the only one that didn't start off listening to Mama, but eventually figured out that Mama was right. Yeah, I don't think so, Lady Blue. Nope. That's why we're seeing a different version of Porsha. Diane has not been calling plays. Diane ain't been calling no plays. Diane has had influence, but she ain't been calling no plays. Right now, what we're seeing, Diane calling the play. Diane is calling the play. Cool Cat, what you talking about? I'm gonna need you to run the video back because I love you, but you jumping in and you all over the place. Because who's the con artist? Like literally nobody con anybody. Now Aaron say he heard something about, you know, some of them other people did some credit card fraud, but he wouldn't give it up. He wouldn't give it up. I hope he give it up later. Maybe we can find somebody to reach out to Aaron, you know, see if he'll, you know, tell it, and then we won't tell nobody else after we tell us. But who's the con artist? Nobody conned anybody. I'm gonna need you to go back and go listen to what's going on. Yeah, Coach Dion Diane. We watching Diane coach Porsha, and we watching Sarah coach Shamia. This is Sarah versus Diane. This is the rematch. Like at this point, I personally, I want the mamas to just come out the shadows. Don't try to play behind the curtain. Don't play the game behind the veil. Come out from behind the curtain. Don't run it behind the curtain. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Because this is y'all rematch. These girls don't have a whole lot to do with this. And I'm sure that, you know, Porsha grew up in the house here and Diane, you know, every time she mentioned Shamia saying stuff like, girl, you think that's your friend, you better watch yourself. You better not be telling her all your business and this and that. And Shamia grew up in the house with, you know, he and her mama say whatever about Diane because she had to be talking about Diane before she pulled that move. You already felt a way, or else you could have did that to your girl. Because if you was gonna buy the place, why not buy it from her to keep the foreclosure off her credit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you felt a way about her to do that to her. So ain't no telling what Shamia done heard Sarah say up in there. You know what I'm saying? This is not Shamia versus Porsha. This is Diane versus Sarah. And Lady Blue, see there? You should have listened to your mama. Just like all of us got them stories. Dang, I should have listened to mama. Yes, Adrienne Marie, this is the drama that should be on the show. At this point, I want Shamia and Porsha and them to go to the club, go twerk and throw your booty and throw dollars. Like, that's what y'all know how to do. Bring the heavy hitters out. Bring the heavy hitters out. Because at this point, this ain't about y'all. Y'all are literally proxies. Just like Ukraine and them, it was a proxy war. It was really us in the UN putting the money in, the manpower, the HIMARS. It was really us, but we only bring hand like, you know, ooh, you can't, Ukraine hit you. It was us. This is a proxy war. This is a heavyweight title fight by proxy. And I called it. I told y'all this. This should be on the show. This is what's agging me. This is what's aggravating me. They keep trying to give us manufactured fake bull crap when the real title fight is right there. If we could get that on the screen, we might be able to get Mama Morton, aka Miss Sarah, aka Shamia's mama, heated enough to tell us why you was waiting in the wings to finally cut Diane. What did Diane do? What she did? Or what was the moment? Like, what set you off? What had you waiting in the wings? Like, okay, first chance I get, I'm gonna show you. Y'all got to go watch Aaron video because he said a lot more. Please go watch House of Aaron. Shout out to House of Aaron. He said a lot more. But if we could get them two heavy hitters on the show, then we could find out what Diane did to set her off to make her stay there and play friend and kiki and smile and friend until she got the shot. And then maybe Diane can tell us, okay, girl, I did that, but it was this, or girl, that ain't never happened, or whatever. But we never gonna get it because they keep hiding it. They keep hiding the real drama. And this is why I keep telling y'all, like, I'm so over these shows. I cover them because 1, y'all want to know what's going on. 2, it's still some form of entertainment. And 3, I got to provide social commentary for bullcrap like a lighter complected woman calling a dark melanated woman Flavor Flav. So I got to be here for responsible social commentary because, you know, we got so many people in this space that actually take part in the toxicity. They take part in the casual colorism that happens on these shows. Barisha says Shamia was instructed to play the long game so she can get on the show. It's a competition between the mamas. But I don't know if it's a competition though, because from the intel that was given to Aaron, ain't no more competing. Like literally the minute Miss Sarah did that, the way he heard it was Sarah, Miss Diane immediately cut her. Like, I ain't messing with you. So they may have been competing before. It could have been some frenemies, subtle competition stuff before. But after Miss Sarah took it where she took it, they say Diane cut her all the way off, like bloop. So that issue went down 24 years ago, right? So this 24 years of active beef. But before 2001, there had to be an undercurrent. Something set that in motion between Diane and Sarah. This beef is this one of them old like Godzilla and Mothra. Like this is some good old seasoned fermented beef. We are watching Sarah versus Diane, the rematch. Aries Diva say, I'm sitting back to see how it go. Me too. I want them to put it on the screen though. Put it on the flow so I can call the plays. I want to be a commentator. Y'all know I love gossip. Love a beef. Only thing I like more is a fist fight. Because y'all know I love to watch a fight video and break them down. Okay. Sabra Hardy, thank you so much for the cash app, sis. I appreciate the support. Say, because ain't nobody in the right mind gonna be a decade long pick me over a friend. Nobody. And the fact that people think that about Shamia is goofy to me. We've been watching Shamia on this show for a long time. Shamia did not just get here. So we know for a fact that Shamia ain't no pushover. Shamia's a slugger. We've seen her come out swinging more times than not. She got a mouth on her too. So for this whole game of, oh, Porsha's doing me so wrong. I'm so careful how I talk to Porsha. I'm so afraid. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. No, you're not, Sarah Jr. No, you're not, Sarah Jr. Don't do that. Because Diane Jr. is full of crap too. Because she know what it is, but she don't want to call it out. So I'm just like, why are y'all not calling this out? Trina say that's good because what mama wants people to keep talking about is their child. And I know Porsha put herself in the forefront. Yes, she did put herself in the forefront, but now your mama's fight has bled over into where you make your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get you in the forefront and it's just kind of what it is. But at the same time, your mama's beef, Sarah and Diane, has bled over into where you get your money. And it's really your fault. Because when your mama cut off Sarah, you could have cut off Shamia. Like, can we keep it real around here? You should have had Shamia on a hand-by basis. Literally. Only. But you didn't listen to your mama. So because you didn't keep her on a hand-by basis, she got introduced to this circle. Then she buddied up with Candy, and Candy, whether Candy play with you, party with you here and there, whatever, you know Candy don't like you. So now Sarah Jr. got a chance to get a shot at Diane Jr. because you didn't listen to your mama. Porsha, this is legit your fault. Yes, the Real House mamas. At this point, I need a show. I need Mama Joyce. Who? Okay, y'all give me. You know everybody's got their dream cast for RHOA or Potomac or whatever. Give me y'all dream cast for the Real House Mamas of Atlanta or the Real House Mamas. Period. It can be from any city. Give me your dream cast. 5 mamas for the Real House Mamas in the chat. Say the thing is, Diane or Porsha didn't want to do this. Yeah, they didn't want to bring it out there. They didn't want to bring it out there. But I'm like, at this point, it's here. Whether you want to bring it here or not, it's here. So you may as well, you know, in the words of our nephew Kendrick, squabble up. Squabble up. It's been a long time coming. I understand about y'all trying to keep it classy or whatever, but I mean, at this point, you can keep it classy or classes in session. I mean, Sarah and Sarah Jr. is going to bring it there. They was willing to try to imply you did something to her in order to get their lick off. So you may as well bring it. Look at it now. Look, where are we now? You still had to bring out the truth. You still had to sprinkle it on House of Aaron because you was tired of people lying on your mama. So you may as well have brought it to the screen. Like, come on in. Come on in. You may as well have did it there because you still had to bring it on out. You still had to bring it on out, and stuff like that is verifiable. Like, I hope y'all know this is public record, and I hope you know I'm gonna go look. It's easy to see who had a foreclosure. It's easy to see who bought a property. It's easy to see. So it ain't like this ain't stuff that you can't just go and get the information and verify. So for this to be sprinkled with information that's easily verifiable, I put $100 on it. I put $100 on it. But Porsha and Shamia could have went on and brought this and laid it on the table. If Shamia was gonna mention it at all, lay it on the table. Sarah Jr. ain't gonna do that because she know it don't make Sarah look good. But at the same time, Porsha, if she gonna play like that, you should have laid it out there. Like, oh, you gonna mention my mama name? But arguably, I guess I gotta give Porsha a little bit of grace because she's acting like she didn't know that the girl said that until now, because you know they get to see the episodes before we do. So she's like, oh, I'm watching a new episode and you don't be implying nothing about my mama. So maybe she didn't know, but I feel like somebody had to say something about you that she mentioned your mama or whatever, even if you ain't know what she said. You should have laid it out. Once you saw what was happening and how it was playing, you should have laid it out. Yep, don't be telling your business. Yeah, I'm with you too, Adorable. I'm here for a little wig shifting. Y'all know I'm from Ocala, Florida. Okay, we will shift the wig. We'll shift your behind too. Okay, so I'm here for it. Lay it all out. My thing is lay it all out. Why give us mess? Why give us fake stuff? Why give us fake, Drew and Ralph stuff that don't nobody care about? And her mama not telling her the truth that her children bad because you ain't raising them. Why are we doing that? Thank you, Ishelle. I appreciate that. Yeah, vintage mess. This is mess with a history. This mess got meat on the bone. And I want to know what caused it. Something started this. And it was not the foreclosure. The foreclosure and Miss Sarah going behind Diane back, yeah, that was nasty. But for her to do that, she had animosity behind something. This is age-old mess. Another show could absolutely be born from this drama. Yeah, I saw it, Sabra. Thank you so much for the Cash App, sis. I'm going to say thank you again. So it's been a while since we had a fight breakdown. You know I love me a good old fight video. I love one. Shamia been messy since season 9. Sure has. Sure has. That's why I say her and Porsha is the same people. I've been telling y'all this. Nobody believes me. And I don't know why. I don't know why. These people are the same people. They were raised by ladies who were similar enough to be besties at a point. They're the same people. The same thing that that Porsha did to Nene, we're watching Shamia try to do to her. They're the same person. But nobody believes me. I don't know why. From what? Jealousy towards Shamia for what? Like, y'all be killing me with that. Please tell me what she jealous about. Porsha absolutely did plot on Nene. Shannon Smith, welcome. She did. Go run the video back because I'm not in the mood today to repeat myself because I laid it all out. And I'm not going to run it. I'm not going to repeat myself. Okay. House Mamas, the Real House Mamas, all-star cast. Now I'm getting y'all's opinions. Okay. Now, Peanut say Joyce, Mama D, Diane, Miss Sarah, and Rashida Mama. That's a hell of a cast. Ooh. And Mama D really ain't from, and Rashida Mama really ain't from Bravo, but I could see them mixed in because they so Atlanta. They are so Atlanta. DS says Mama Joyce, Jennifer Aiden Mama. Yeah, I like her. Diane, we need two more. I say Sarah and we need one calm mama. I would have put Cynthia Mama. I like Cynthia Mama because she real calm. Oh, Shannon Smith, I don't have time. Run the video back. I don't have your time. Trina Taylor say Wendy's Mama. Ooh, Mama Susan. Portia's Mama, Phaedra Mama, and Candy Mama. Ooh. Can we throw Shamia Mama in there? Because at this point, now that I know that Mama Sarah is kind of messy, I kind of want some more Mama Sarah. I do. I want some more. Is that bad? I want some more Mama Sarah. If we could have a House Mama show, I would want Miss Susan, which is Wendy's Mama. Phaedra's Mama. The preacher. I guess we got to have somebody know how to pray. Candy's Mama, Mama Joyce. I would need Miss Sarah, and my fifth one, definitely Jennifer Aiden's Mama. Definitely from New Jersey. Definitely Jennifer Aiden's Mama. Definitely. That's a tough, mean, messy old lady, and I like her. Adrian Marie say she would do Shamia and Porsha Mama. Okay, that's two. Mama Joyce. Cynthia's Mama. Ashley Mama. Oh, Sister Underbridge. Hell yeah. And Mama Susan would absolutely watch that show. Who else we got? Oh, Sabra Hardy sent another cash app. Thank you so much, sis. Sabra supporting the stream, y'all. Appreciate that. Okay, who we got? Lady Blue say Dorothy from Potomac. Okay. Candace Dillard Bassett Mama. Ooh, I forgot about her. I love her. Mama Joyce, Mama D, Miss Sarah, and Miss Lucy from Married to Metal. Yeah, Mariah Huck Mama. Ooh, that's a mean lineup. Ooh, girl. Philly Joint say Mama Joyce. Ooh, Monique Samuel's ex-mother-in-law, Chris Mama. Yeah. She was messy. Candace Mama, Wendy Mama, and you left out the other Mama. Is on another message. Get it to me now, because it's starting to look good. Wait. Come on. Dana Brown say Mama Joyce, Mama D, Miss Diane, Mama Dorothy, Wendy's Mama. Y'all got if we got Mama Diane at this point, we need Mama Sarah because we need them fireworks. Them chicks got old beef and I want it. But that's a mean lineup too. I had forgot about Dorothy. Y'all know I love Dorothy. Dang. Lady Blue say Dorothy, Joyce, Sarah, Wendy's Mama, and Diane. That's a nice lineup. That's a nice lineup. We need one nice mama though. We either need one of the praying mamas. I don't even really care which. It could be Phaedra's mama or Drew's mama, because both of them preachers. We need one of them, or we need Cynthia's mama because she's so calm and sweet and laid back, and she's just so kind, and you just want to hug her, and shell pecans for her. She just seems so sweet. Yeah, so y'all got some mean lineups. We need to holler at the execs over there at Bravo. Like, look, we getting bored with your housewives. Y'all keep having people trying to reenact scenes we've already seen. Can we please get the house mamas? And we don't want to see no Love Hotel with these dried up old biddies trying to date, because don't nobody want them. Dried up old twigs. No. Can we get the house mamas? Because the house mamas, I promise you, I will watch it every single week. My hand to God. I will watch every single week, and I will call every play, because that will be some mess. Now, I will say this. if we was gonna have the House Mama show, the friends of the show should be Candace aunties. Them two aunties that used to be on the show, they need to be friends of the House Mama show. Who else could be a friend of the show? Ooh, Sonya Richards Ross mama. I don't really like her. I like all the other mamas, but I don't really like her. But she need to be a friend of the show because she messy and trifling too. Who else could be a friend of? I would say Bang Bang Sleazy's mama could be a friend of. To be honest, she could be a friend of. Right. Makeup Addict said they don't believe you because in their mind Porsha stole that woman's husband, so they hate Porsha. Like, I don't really care about none of that. And you're right. That's what's going on with people. And I'm like, did y'all forget? Fallon had already left the man. She was pregnant with the pool boy's baby in his house. And they forget the fact that she went and got Simon's wallet. It ain't like she got no whole man, because Fallon and her both told us that the man's it don't work. Like, it literally don't work. So she went and got his wallet after Fallon said she couldn't take no more and got her a piece of the pool boy and got a baby. I'm just like, why are we trying to rewrite history? We don't need to reinvent the wheel. It already happened. We know what happened. Right, B? That's a hell of a lineup. Trina say, child, Porsha don't want Shamia life. I don't know why people keep saying, right. Porsha does not want to be a responsible wife and mother. She doesn't. I don't know why y'all think that about her. Like, y'all must have a real good opinion of Porsha. Because that girl don't want no responsibility. She got one baby and everybody helps. Dennis and his mama, her sister, a nanny, an au pair, all the cousins, and the man in the moon. That girl don't want no responsible life. She didn't want no responsible life. She didn't. In order for Simon to keep her, he was having to jump on a plane every 2.5 business days to take her somewhere, spend some money. She didn't want no, Porsha don't want no responsible life. I don't know why. I don't know why people fool themselves with these stories. Right, birds of a feather flock together. That's the adage. But you know what the Bible say? How can two walk together except they agree? Porsha and Shamia is the same person. Ooh, Waka Mama. Yo, Miss Deb. But Miss Deb energy is so strong, I would want her to be a friend of the show. Because if you make her a full castmate on the House Mama, she'll take over. She'll take over. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, Mama D. I love Mama D. I deserve. Remember, in that order. In that order. I don't care which. I don't know what it is. I don't care what y'all say. I love them little messy mamas. I love them. Yeah, we got to put Sarah in there. We got to have Sarah in there. What? I love Sister Underbridge. I love Sheila. I be picking with Sheila about that bridge and her wigs, but I love me some Sheila. I love Sheila. I can't stand her daughter, but I love Sheila. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mama Dot is my boo. Mama Dot is my whole boo. Shine Bright said, you better copyright this. I ain't got to copyright it. I just want them to make the show so we could watch it. Yeah, we need Candace aunties to be friends of the show because we need them to pop in. And then when Joyce get into it with somebody, you know, birthing them, jump in there. Yeah, I need all of that. Mariah Mama bringing the purse. Yep. And Phaedra Mama over there praying in tongues. We need all that. All of that. Don't put me on the show with the mamas because those ladies are my elders and betters. And I know my place. I know my place. Now, if they want to hire me to come in there and cook for them ladies or make them some, you know, outfits or something, or like I say, I can shell pecans for them. I can run errands. I'm real good at running the buy money orders for old people and putting it in the mail because, you know, they like to mail in their payments. They don't like to make electronic pay. I can do that. I can do that. I can wash clothes and hang them out for them. You know, I can be, you know, the official niece, like the unofficial official niece of the show who come in to run errands you know, sweep floors and wash walls and baseboards. I can do that. Because I'm real good at saying yes, ma'am. I'm very good at saying yes, ma'am. Right. But DS, here's the thing. I don't believe that Simon knew she was pregnant till Porsha snitched on her. See, that's the part that I didn't like. Porsha told on herself. Porsha the one snitched on Fallon for being pregnant. Simon didn't know she was pregnant till somebody told it. At that point, we don't even know whether Fallon was planning to keep that baby or get rid of that baby and try to hold on to Simon's wallet. But the choice was taken away because Porsha snitched. Now that we could say. How we gonna put Kenya's mama there when who is she connected to? Because she ain't connected to Kenya. You forgot Kenya went to that door and that lady didn't open that door because she tried to ambush that lady. Come on now. This is the only thing Shamia has over Porsha is a husband, right? And Porsha don't want to be stable. That girl want to run the streets and shake her behind. When they say, and who cares, because Fallon did the same thing to Simon's second wife. It was just not public knowledge. Hello, Renee. You right, sis. You absolutely right. Is that my boy on that picture? No. I don't see nothing about the New York mamas. I don't think Porsha wants Shamia life, only the money and the toys. I don't even see that. Because y'all know one thing about that darn Porsha, she gonna run up on a man with a bag, and the man gonna open that bag for her. Saying the producers don't need to interfere with the moms, just roll the cameras, because those mothers have shown us they don't need no production, they don't need no direction. All they need is for you to get out the way, because they know exactly what they're gonna do. Lord Shine Bright said you want them to run us our cash. They need to. Oh, New York mama, Sister Patterson. I like Sister Patterson. Oh man, that would be nice. I would love to sit up there with them little old ladies. They're so cute. Them some cute little old ladies. I would love that. Yeah, Deb, Walker mama would shut that down. Wait, you say you can't laugh? Oh dang. Ed Dennis, no, I don't want Shirley. Shirley ain't got no connection in that show. She ain't got no child on that show. She ain't got no daughter-in-law on that show because her husband did not fulfill his obligations while he was engaged. He was engaged and cheating on a pregnant woman. So she never had a daughter-in-law on the show. She never had a daughter on the show. We do not want Shirley and her scarecrow wig. No, we don't. Oh, he graduated kindergarten. I'm going to call you when I get off from here because we got to do something for my sugar. Look at him. Ain't he cute, y'all? Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Why do children grow up? This is so mean. Am I the only one feel like these kids are growing up just to be mean? Just so we can feel bad? I think that's why they're doing it. Hey, Couture Bay. How you doing, gorgeous? So look, and thank you for being like number 80. Y'all better be checking out our beautiful niece. Look at her. Ain't her cute? Y'all better be checking out her channel. It's just like what it say there, Couture Bay. Support that channel. 89, not 80, 89. Gina, you know I've been called that woman Shirley and everything else. Gina. Yeah, we don't need her. We don't need her. I don't like her. No. Because her son is a big bag of mess. And she the reason. So now let's talk about real quick Drew Sidora. Now, she went and sat down with Carlos King to tell a pack of lies. I did hear a little blip of her saying I couldn't sit through all of that. Y'all know that line run my pressure up. And I just went through something the last couple of days. Last couple of days, I've been taking care of some stuff that was running my pressure up. So I tried to sit through the whole thing with Drew Sidora. I can't do it. I can't do it. Big Juicy graduate Friday. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about this. But listen, I want y'all to hear something. I'm going to share the screen. Hold on. Just hold on. Because this is the lie I want to talk about. She told so many lies. Told so many. They mess with Shamia and all that. I don't even care what she got to say. Because all she doing is lying. Like, really, all she doing is lying. Just like Shamia told a pack of lies, so did she. Just a pack of them. And she ain't finna run up my pressure. Drew got diabetes. But I need to call Wilford Brimley. Do you have diabetes? Do you have diabetes? If you have diabetes. Because she sure got it. Y'all, did Wilford Brimley die? Girl, she irritate me breathing. She irritate me breathing. Because all she do is lie. And it's like, Drew is the only person I've ever seen to change a lie mid-sentence. Like, stop that. Or like one sentence, the very next sentence, and then the sentence right after. I cannot. And so, you know, I did hear her telling him, oh, you humanize people. And no, you went on there because, you know, he will support you telling whatever narrative you want to tell. Just like he did for Erica Mena. You know, that's what he do. Because he trifling too. Y'all know I don't like Carlos like that. I don't like him like that. But, you know, he's valuable from time to time. So let's share the screen. And let's get to Drew and her diabetes. Do you have diabetes? Mm-hmm. So listen, y'all, make sure your sound is up. Make sure your sound is up. And let's get to this lie, because this was the lie that made my skin itch.
Scene. Yeah. Like it was more than a friendship, that you guys could have been lovers intimately. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say to that? Were you and Ty ever intimate, kiss?
Flirting, yes.
Okay.
A lot of flirting. Okay. I'm not going to say that there wasn't flirting. There was a lot of conversation. There was a lot of group hangouts. And for me, there were just certain things that I wasn't comfortable with, and not judging anybody for their sexual orientation. I just love my husband, you know? Mm-hmm. And so there were certain levels. Now, I can't help if, you know, Ty felt differently or how she felt. I can't speak for her. But for me, I appreciated the friendship. I appreciated the conversation. I appreciated the fun. I appreciated, you know, the distraction from what I was going through. And so much so, I mean, she was around. We hung out publicly. So I wasn't worried about people seeing us or people, but I didn't know it was going to get to this extent to where he would say the reason why he wanted to do
the way Ralph made it.
Hold on, because we're going to go to the next. Matter of fact, let me pull the next slide.
Why he wanted.
Hold on. Don't worry. I promise y'all I'm going to let her finish lying. He died in 2020, Lord. Wilford Brimley's gone. He gone. Okay. Right. She was, Lord, Black Honeybee said she delulu like her song. Just a big liar. Huge liar. Still didn't get the exact answer about her entire right. Because all she do is lie. All she do is lie, no matter what. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Drew act like we didn't watch in real time Mimi air her out. She act like Ralph is the one who made this up. She act like Ralph is the one who told us about her and Ty. Ralph is not the one who aired you out. Ralph is not the one who told us about you and Ty. Mimi, who go with Ty off and on, you know, until now that she with Ming Lee, that is who told us about you and Ty. Ty's not hanging around with no girl if she not hunching, because Ty is out here being very friendly. We just gonna say that, okay? Ty's out here being very friendly. Whole time she was with Mimi, she was tricking and cheating, and everybody knew it. I have it on good authority that there was some party that other ladies of her lifestyle and persuasion frequent, and she was there at said party with a bunch of women on her while she was with Mimi then. This is what Ty does. Mimi was the one who told us that Ty was going with you. Mimi told on you. Now, Ralph seconded that motion. Ralph said, yay, man. But it was Mimi who told. And I don't understand what it is you want us to do for you while you trying to sit up here and like tell us we didn't see what we saw. Just like on that show, you trying to tell us we didn't watch you say, oh, this getting ready to pay for PJ whole college. And then when Shamia repeated what you said, I didn't say that. And you talking to Angela now, you know that ain't, I didn't say that. And yeah, girl, I know. No, she did say it. We watched you say it. Just like we watched in real time what happened. And then the story came out that while you were shooting that movie for Candy and them, which I did not watch, will never, that Ty was coming up there to the set, and that's when you started sneaking and geeking with Ty. Why are you trying to make this about Ralph? I don't even like Ralph with his little sawed-off self. Never. Ralph wasn't the one told us that. Ralph just said amen, okay? Now, Miss Nisa said, I believe her and Ty slept together. That's why Mimi got upset. Naturally. Hey, Delicia. She friendly. She friendly. Say Mimi told it while she was getting her hair done. Don't worry. I'm going to let her finish line.
Wanted to divorce was because of Ty, because that wasn't actually true.
I'm going to be honest with you. When he said that was the reason, I'm going to be honest with you. When Ralph said the reason why we're divorcing is because of Ty, I felt that Ralph wanted to find a reason to bring up Ty. And it goes back to what I saw a few episodes ago. I just felt like Ralph is determined to embarrass you. And he wanted that to come out the way it appeared.
I went through with Ralph over the 10 years of marriage. No one got to really see that pain and really see every detail of what he did to me.
And I'm going to stop you right there, Drew. I'm going to stop you right there. We didn't get a chance to see your pain. We didn't get to see that pain. We didn't get to see that pain because you came on this show giving us a fake story. You came on this show pretending like some dramatic thing happened where he was in Tampa for 3 days and you didn't know where he was, but you didn't go off or do nothing. Oh, everything was cool and y'all just tralalled along to the next thing like nothing happened. You and Ralph came and played in our face. You and Ralph came on that show. You wanted to be on that show and he was like, fine or whatever. And y'all came on that show conspiring to show us a fake life. You were so dedicated to showing us a fake life that you tried to do this whole fake storyline where you wanted him to adopt your kid. Like literally fake life. Y'all were so dedicated to a fake life that we weren't even able to find out anything about Ralph's business or how he make his money. You know, clearly he making coin, but we don't even know what industry he works in or, you know, straight up what he's doing because y'all didn't want us to know the real thing. So now she's sitting there, I went 10 years of pain and nobody saw. Well, how the hell was we supposed to see? You've been here for 4 seasons and for the life of me, for the love of God, I don't know why you've been here for 4 seasons. You gave us nothing but bad wigs, a really short neck, and a lot of lies. That's all you've given us. So if we don't know what was really going on, it's because of you. It's because of you and your husband. Y'all conspired to give us a fake life. You did. Even that fake dinner that he took you on and you was dressed up like you was about to be on stage with Beyonce in that ridiculous yellow leotard or whatever the hell that was. And then y'all went out to eat and you start, that's when the gaslighting conversation started and then y'all argued and it was over and whatever. It was just fake. Everything from you and Ralph has been fake. It's been manufactured. You're not a good actress and neither is he. But let's let her keep lying.
And I can promise you this. If a cardboard box would have came and showed me some attention, I would have given it, right? Ty was someone at that time that gave me attention that I wasn't getting from my husband. And I said it on the show. She was a really great friend to me that, like, as simple as put, laughed at my jokes, understood me, listened to me. And so to have someone as your why he wanted to divorce was husband that's supposed to be your best friend that you feel like you can talk to and tell anything to. I didn't have that. Before I ever met Ty, There was so much that happened that at that point, Ralph had moved out of the bedroom. I was speaking with the divorce attorney. He was asking for a divorce. We were in conversations of a separation. And yeah, Ty was there and a great friend. Flirting? Yeah. But like at the end of the day, we both have said it was a great friendship. And I'll still say to this day, we're friends. We're not enemies. But relationships come and go, friendships come and go. And it wasn't what he was making out to be as far as he wanted.
You see how she's trying to throw it off on him. It's not what he was making it out to be. Girl, Mimi told us you was hunching her woman. Mimi told us you, Drew, was hunching her woman. Stop talking about what Ralph making it out to be. Ralph, because this is her whole narrative now. Ralph just lying on me. Ralph just lying on me. No, darling. No, precious. No sugar. No dumpling. Ralph didn't come to us with this. Ralph ain't bring us this. Mimi told us that you was hunching her woman. Mimi say this was her woman and you was hunching her. That's what Mimi said. And then Candy told it too. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. You showed right. Thank you, Peanut. Showed did. So between and then Rashida kind of chimed in on it too, if memory serves me correct. So we got Mimi, Candy, Rashida, everybody saying this, but now that she's trying to spin a narrative because she's so fake and phony and always trying to act out a freaking narrative. Now Ralph is making it out to be, well, what about Candy? What about, Mimi? What about Sheeta? What happened? What happened, Drew? I'm just asking, girl. Lie and tell.
This divorce, I was fed up. There was infidelity, there was pain, there was hurt. And I feel like he waited for a reason. He waited for a reason. And I feel like that friendship was that reason he hung on to, and he's still hanging on to, because I had an open conversation with him about Ty being a friend. He felt like it was inappropriate, so we didn't talk anymore. Husband that's supposed to be your best friend, that you feel like you can talk to and tell anything to. I didn't have that. Before I ever met Ty, there was so much that happened. We didn't talk anymore. I thought we were in a position to reconcile. And again, I've been met with him wanting an open relationship, him wanting to have other women. He's not still been honest. I was waiting when Porsha and Shamea asked, have you ever cheated on Drew? I was waiting for him to be honest. And he got choked up. And he just threw out no. And I'm like, okay, if we can see it, we can see that he wasn't being honest. But I was waiting for him to be honest, because until he's honest about what we've gone through, you can't continue to point the finger and try to play victim as though you were hurt when you already wanted the divorce. Even dating back to when we lived in Chicago, he wanted the divorce. We didn't talk anymore,
So wait a minute. So she say, while they was in Chicago, while she was in Chicago, he wanted a divorce. So y'all end up in Atlanta. And I said this years back, y'all can go check my videos. I don't have to lie. I don't have to make it up. I don't. She say he wanted a divorce while they were still in Chicago. If y'all go dig through my videos, I promise you I said this to y'all about them. When they came on that show, they wasn't together. I told y'all that. When they came on that show, they weren't together. They was planning that divorce when they came on that show. See, Drew is one of these people. She lies so much. She just keep lying until she tell on herself. Y'all came on that show with him agreeing to stay with you long enough for you to get on that show. Y'all did the fake and phony, put up a front for the people so it could be, ooh, look, they getting a divorce. And that was supposed to be a next storyline to keep you there. That was your game. You are a liar and you just told on yourself. So they came on the show knowing they was planning to divorce. Auntie Eva, thank you for the confirmation. I did say that. Them people didn't come on the show as no couple. They came here. They never gave us a genuine storyline. And then now she's sitting up here with Carlos King acting like a victim. We didn't know what was going on in her marriage. Well, how the hell could we, hooker, when you came on the show giving us fake stuff? You came on the show giving us fake stuff. You gave that to us. We didn't ask you for that. But yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to get it. I should be able to find. Okay, y'all remember, because I'm trying to get it from y'all. Y'all remember when the thing was going on between Candy and Drew, and then Candy started airing out what she knew and being like, oh, you know, I do believe that she probably did gaslight him the way she sat up here and lied about this. Say rappers are manipulated. Yeah, he is. But here's the problem, Lady Blue. We don't know that he's trying to take 40%. We know Drew said that. We don't know that that's true. That's the problem. You can't take nothing Drew said. And Raps a lie too. They both lies. That's why they got married. They're the same people. I think Angela and Charles is together. Drew said that. They're not sealed no more. I think the courts unsealed it. The courts unsealed it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna mute for 1 second because I need to listen to something, and then I'm gonna put the sound right back on. I just don't want to play it and it's not the right thing. Hold on. I hate when I have to wait for stuff to queue up because I want to make sure I got the right thing. Hold on, y'all. That ain't what I'm looking for because I'm trying to find when, you know, the articles, the posts, the blogs from during that time, because it was a lot of stuff coming out. It was a lot of stuff coming out. Wait. Why can't we? Okay, let me ask y'all. During that time, I know they mentioned the incriminating text messages. and Andy looked at the text messages. Andy was willing to look at them. Andy looked at the text messages and said that they looked incriminating. But did we ever get to see the text messages? That's what I want to know, because I don't know if we ever actually got to see them. What I think, y'all, is that whatever's going on with this court case, which is why Rumpelstiltskin, Ralph, wants those documents open, is because all this stuff is in there. He wants us to be able to see what we didn't see on the telly, because I don't think we got a chance to see it. She was so mad about them text messages. Y'all remember that? She was on the reunion telling the people, oh, he beat out the IRS. He ain't pay him what he was supposed to pay him. Like, girl, you telling us about the IRS, they ain't gonna get us off them text messages. We still want to see them text messages. And I don't care about the IRS. If he owe them, they gonna ask for the money. Trying to get him arrested since he want to tell. And girl, you married to him. They might pop you for that money too. I can't see me doing that. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Let me mute. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to take care of some stuff with Ken folks. So that's what that's what time it is. I think that that's what he wants. He wants the evidence to speak for itself. He wants people to see the text messages, any other evidence he got of her cheating. I think Ralph is okay with his stuff coming out, even though he sat up there and lied when Shamea and Drew asked him straight up, did you cheat on Drew? I just think he was smart enough to lie and not say that in front of the camera. But let's be clear. You did that. Like, you absolutely did that. You did that. You was cheating on that girl. And I think, and at this point, I think Ralph knows that we know he cheated on that girl. But I think the issue then is for him, I'm not going to say it on the air because I think he wants deniability. He wants to be able to be like, yeah, you know, if they can't prove it, if she ain't got no proof, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the issue, is the proof. The issue is the proof. And for him, he got text messages. Ain't no telling what all he done gathered up on her. Because y'all know, like I know, when it comes to the courts, it's not what you believe. It's not even really what you know. It's what you can prove. So if she ain't got no evidence, but he do, she's cooked in that courtroom. She's cooked in that courtroom. And I think Ralph got them same text messages. When I think we know he got them because he showed them to Andy. He got them text messages. And on top of having them text messages, there's no telling what else, because according to Drew, hey Vet, thank you for being number 97. According to Drew, if she's to be believed, and we know that's a big if, that what her line tell. If she is to be believed, Drew said that he had something on a tracking device on her car and all of that. So he was literally playing calm and collecting evidence. Right. He got proof of her cheating and she may not have proof, and that's going to eat her. Yep. He can literally sit in there and make her look crazy. He can make her look crazy. If he got that proof and the use of the tracking device, they could say, oh, you didn't trust your wife, it's invasion of privacy, whatever, blase, squaze. But if he was able to get proof of her wrongdoings with that, Drew is cooked. And he wants everybody to see what she was doing, because she's been trying to paint a narrative that Ralph bad, me good. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't see this going well for y'all friend Drew. I'm just saying, I don't see it going well for y'all friend Drew. I'm not invested either way because I don't like him. I don't like her. To me, I think they're both very bad people. And so I just don't have any interest in either of them. But I think that's absolutely why it is what it is. Carlos is saying he thinks it's because, you know, Ralph wants to humiliate her or embarrass her. I think that's only part of it. I think part of it he wants to embarrass her. But I think part of it is like, okay, so you want to paint me as a bad guy? You want to tell everything I did? You want to magnify the stuff I did? You want to pretend I'm doing stuff that I'm not even doing? Let's tell everybody all the stuff you did too. Like, these people came in here on this show to play in our face so that she could get a check, and I'm not mad at that. Y'all know me when it comes to Black women and their checks. I want sisters to get a check. Any way you can get a check, just don't break the law, please. But they didn't come in here with clean hands. They both came in here with the intent to swindle the audience, to swindle Bravo and their executives, give us a fake storyline, and the only real thing was supposed to be the divorce. I simply don't think that Drew thought the divorce was going to go this bad. I don't think she thought it was going to be this ugly. That's what I think. Honestly. Hold on again, y'all, real quick. Hey, okay. All right, y'all. But yeah, I think that's what it is. So listen, y'all, that's all I got on this. I'm watching to see what else is going on. I got to get back to beating a gown. You know, pray for me and all that. So I got to get back to beating a gown. My ear will be to the ground. Y'all know the rules around here. We come in as the gossip permits. And this wonderful afternoon, the gossip permitted. Renee, I'm finna be calling you. And what else? Ooh, and those of you who are hip hop fans, like I am a hip hop fan. I'm one of the hip hop grannies. You know, we're the first generation of grandparents in hip hop. I have been paying attention to what's going on with Joey, with Daylight, with Rayvon with his little psychotic self, with Loaded Lux jumping in the mix, with Reason jumping in the mix, with I don't even know if we should mention CJ Fly because that was embarrassing. AZ Chike in the mix. Like, these children are outside and they are scrapping in the cul-de-sac. So if you all are hip hop fans, please pay attention to what is going on. The last couple of days, they have been dropping on top of each other's heads. It's like watching people like doing the Dusty Rhodes elbow. It's been wild. So I will be paying attention to that. I will be having, you know, things playing in the background so I don't miss my gossip. And by the by, in the meanwhile, we will be back again as the gossip permits. So you know what time it is. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, I'm gonna need you to hit that like button on the way out. Okay, very important. The notification bell. Also, you will know every single time that we go live on this good channel. Subscribe if you didn't subscribe already, because you know we are happy to have you here. We love you here. It's the best place ever. It's so warm, so friendly. Come with us, okay? We're not a cult. We just family, and we want you to be family too. If you want to join channel membership and put your crown atop your head, please hit the join button beneath the video or the membership link in the description box. Want to say a special thank you to Sabra Hardy and to Renee Six for supporting the stream. And also in that description box, we have the link for my book, Little Girl, Big World, a survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time, because you know we want to keep our daughters safe, all of them. Make sure every little girl you know has one. Also, we got the link for our storefront. So on Amazon, our Amazon storefront, so we can all shop together, you for your home, me for mine. We have the link to our merchandise store so you can get your royal family crown gear and rep your set, and the link for my Amazon wish list in case y'all want to send me any new notebooks, because this one back gone. Y'all know I burn through notebooks, pens, snacks, any goodies. I appreciate any and all support. Thank you to everybody who hit the like button. Thank you if you sent bubbles. Thank you if you gave me comments in the chat. Thank you if you told a joke or two. We just glad you here, and thank you for interacting with us. All right. So listen, as always, be positive, be productive, encourage others, encourage yourselves, love the people around you. Love is bigger than all that other stuff. And in case nobody else says it to you, I want to be the one to say it, okay? In case no one else does, remember, God loves you, I love you, and it's really nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all again soon, okay?